fucking Breaking was an awesome movie because there's a little bit of
You know, but then shortly thereafter, I mean, almost like immediately thereafter that, we started getting into the glam rock, you know, and that was the Motley Crue, the Motley Crue, Poison.
What about the Beastie Boys? What do you think about them?
I liked the first album.
That was awful.
I liked the first
The
album.
first album is great, and then
After that,
just
I
let
never,
it. Just
I couldn't even tell you any of their songs from the second album.
You know
No.
what? Guess
No,
what?
it's-
This was the cool thing about Beastie Boys. They started off punk, and then they redefined and pretty much invented hip hop.
Rap.
Hip hop, not rap. Rap
White
is
right.
hip
different.
hop.
hip hop.
Rap
You're-
is like a different genre. Hip hop has
Abs-
way more background beats to it.
But it was bad.
No,
They
were
could not
fucking-
sing. They could not carry a tune. They could not sing a Frank Sinatra song.
Hell no.
No, they couldn't.
Who cares? It was a
No,
different
it was
thing.
bad.
No.
It was just bad.
You didn't understand their fucking genre. They did punk. They were like cool with that, and they just started, they're in New York City. They saw records happening. They grabbed a DJ.
It was
They
bad.
reinvented their music.
It
and
was
kept
bad
going.
music.
To
They
do
kept
the
going.
dishes,
It
girls.
was bad music. It just
But their
bad.
first, but you know, I will say their
Hell
first
no.
album was good.
Ill Communications, if you say that's a bad album, you need to listen to it again. And I have it on my phone. If you want to play it tomorrow night or whatever,
I know it.
we will jam out, dude, because I'm
I
telling
know,
you,
it-
it is
it's
fucking
like-
vibey, beautiful music.
It is vibey.
And they made it up.
Absolutely.
Dude, they
but
were
it's-
making music with a McDonald's straw in the fucking lid. They were doing that shit. I'm not even fucking with you. They made music with a McDonald's straw.
But see, I mean, but honestly, it's like one of the things I love about the '80s is most of your songs had a storyline almost. You know, this shit nowadays, it doesn't have a storyline. But see, I mean, in the '80s to early '90s,
flip
you
that
went
one
through this
back on
whole
top.
fucking cycle and shit. You know, and you have people that fucking, and it's funny because I even think about like black people today, and they talk about like, and you hear them, and they speak in Ebonics and stuff like that. And I have a song called "Banned in the USA" by Two Life Crew.
Yeah.
And Two Life Crew was banned
also have that
in
one.
Broward County,
Uh,
Florida.
They're awesome. Yeah.
They were, but when you hear, Luke is the guy, is the lead singer's name. I can't remember his last name, but he
I could smell a forest fire now.
in that song, you know, only you can prevent forest fires.
Get that out.
That was
Hey.
Smokey the Bear.
Come closer, man. Come closer to us, man.
But
You want to burn the place.
Luke, I can't remember his last name.
Look, they're still.
He would. The song "Banned in the USA" was about how in Broward County,
Broward County, Florida?
Broward County, Florida, yeah, his music was banned. They were actually arrested, like in Hollywood, even for playing in front of an adult audience because he had like songs like "Me So Horny."
Oh, yeah.
Okay, but the song called "Banned in the USA." Banned in the USA was basically, you know, he's talking about their First Amendment. He's like, you white, purple, Jew, black, green, it doesn't matter. Even you have the right to choose who you want to listen to, even if it's the Two Live Crew. You know, he was
That's what your
fucking-
daughter
like
was
cool.
preaching earlier.
Exactly, and that's what they were
They're
fucking
saving
doing back in the
wolves.
'80s and '90s and shit. It wasn't the shit. What the fuck is this
It's like the
African American
Holy
crowd?
French
He
Well,
was talking about who you, regardless of who the fuck you
Fred,
are,
Fred,
you have a right to
Fred,
choose.
Like people
Let's just say,
will buy a
I'm going to be
wolf
honest with you,
dog
because I hate
mix.
rap these days, because it's so
thinking that
R&B
they really
and
like
sell
to have
out
a
just to
wolf
make money to play at the
and
clubs,
Uh-huh.
when it wasn't really about that originally. It was about, like, self-expression and, like,
They're stupid.
underground. And it became this big old global thing. When it was underground, it was cool. It was like, they said a message and you listened to it.
When you listen to NWA,
Yeah, that's,
and it wasn't niggas, it
No,
was niggers with attitude.
yeah.
but it's
When you had
it's
Ice
a really
Cube,
cool thing.
you had Easy E,
It's people
and I had
helping
Easy E. I
animals.
had their first album, Boys in the Hood.
That's not their first album.
be the best
Well, no,
animals.
but
no,
okay,
the Easy E album
You don't
was
like Ranch House.
Easy as It Goes or
Easy Does It.
Easy Does It.
But that's the first song. One of their mainstream song on that was called "Boys in the Hood,"
Yeah.
and I had that first
Boys
album.
in the Hood always hard.
From talking your trash, we'll pull your
Keep
car.
talking.
Know nothing in life but to lead legit, but to be legit. Don't call me boy,
Don't
'cause
call
I
me
ain't
homo
said
'cause
shit.
I ain't said shit because that's like don't
They still
snitch
don't
on your
have
people.
anybody
Exactly.
like
But
you
that it
down
wasn't
there.
about fucking cops oppressing black people or anything else. It was about the life that they
I hope
had
it
Yeah.
doesn't go
in
out
the
of
hood,
business.
and that's
I
what it
mean,
was.
it's
It wasn't
not
about
in-
cops.
But
It's not
okay,
in
let's break
business
it
to
down.
make money.
Do you think that there is kind of some aggression against
Do you see
these type of hoods?
You think it'll-
These hoods that a lot
Yeah.
of minorities will say they're black,
think
will
it'll
say they're
fail?
Latino, will say they're
I know.
Cuban, whatever.
You do?
But
Yeah, we lost.
there
like,
is
guy,
oppression.
Indiana,
But wait, but honestly,
and
if you, my honest opinion, if you're really talking that way,
Okay, so
okay,
in
my
your heart,
honest opinion
You see it
is
going away?
yeah,
it's a two-sided coin. It really is. Okay,
It
because
we're the only
No,
ones
yeah.
that can save
Well,
it.
because
no.
I don't know
And
about
us in it.
you,
I don't
okay,
see that
and
because
I
we've
can
been
only
there
speak for myself. I
a
can't
long
speak
time.
for anybody else's experiences. Okay, but I grew up
Can you?
in the neighborhood I grew up.
Can you save it?
For example, I'm
Yeah,
going
I
to give
think
you a
that
perfect
us and Ed
example.
can easily do it.
When I
And
was
we
in
got-
middle school, we
we got
were going to
zero.
be in a talent show, and we were going to be Kiss. Now we're talking my middle school
So
years
what-
was
Do you know what the big picture is?
83, 84, and
of
85.
What's wrong?
Or no,
do you
80,
see like
72. I was born in
what's
72,
wrong
11.
way up above
Yeah,
it?
83,
Not just like
84,
where
and
you
85.
are. Is there a problem
Okay.
with
and or actually it would have been 84, 85,
Bigger
86.
people?
Excuse me. But we were going to be Kiss,
or is it
and there was 4 of
What
us
is it?
in that talent show.
Ruth is not really helping it.
Me, who was a white guy.
Ruth isn't really
Okay.
helping it.
Ruth?
Yeah.
We
Is
had
she the
this guy
problem?
named
Yeah. And like,
Valente.
I don't know.
It
She
was a
won't, like,
Spaniard.
go for
Valente
it.
Rene
Well, get to
Antonio
the point.
Silva Estrada.
What's
Before
going on?
socks, like,
And
she
2
would not
black
let go of
guys.
socks.
They were twin brothers,
Before it
fraternal
died,
twins.
She would not get rid of
Okay?
Isabel.
We were going to be Kiss.
She would not get rid of any of them.
So you had a white, a Latino, and 2 black guys.
How are you gonna be kissing a talent show?
It would be easier to come down
It's
and let the guy
makeup.
there. And then the
Do you know what
dead
somebody
horse.
looks like under makeup?
Right.
Seriously, if you got a black guy or a white guy or a Spanish guy dressed up in makeup as Kiss, are you gonna know what color, what race he is?
Oh,
guys
Kiss, the band. I get
Yeah.
it. I get it. I
Okay,
thought you were saying
but-
a Kiss.
Okay, but do you see what I'm saying?
Mhm.
You had no clue. We didn't
Help this
think
thing
about the
out
fact that we were one white
See
guy,
through.
one black guy, or
Oh,
one
no,
Hispanic guy, and,
Talk
and,
about
and
it.
2 black guys. It wasn't
Yeah, it's
about that
always
at all.
about the
Okay?
big-
Now, that being
government thing.
said, as we've
Whatever
progressed
it
on now, and
See,
now we're in an
it's even the same
African
thing
American is the
in-
context that we use.
uh,
Okay, so what I'm getting at is we have now
organizations,
we've gotten
you
to a
know?
point where we have
but you still have
segregated
those
ourselves,
people you say,
and the
"You
oppression.
don't even get it."
What I was getting at, let me go back up. Is
And like Ruth
those
is, like,
same
kind of
3
big,
groups:
she's, you know, like a know-it-all.
white,
Yeah.
black,
And
brown,
you can only do-
basically.
Right.
Okay,
I mean, not a lot of horses. that
Speaking
they
to
train like
any
you
of
and ran with me. didn't
you
get
couldn't
roasted.
tell if you were to talk to
Um,
them on the phone, for example.
Eva,
You wouldn't know who was white, who was black, who was brown.
Mystic Atake,
Okay.
It's like Obama.
June,
If you didn't know he was the
Next,
president and you heard him talking on a phone or a radio interview where you can't
And
see
so there's
who's
still
speaking,
nobody
would you
living
know
in
what
the
color
house
he is?
as caretakers?
No. Should we know what color somebody is?
I mean,
not-
should we
they're
or
not even
not? It's
there
like
then
not.
or
That's
anything
not the argument. I don't
Okay,
think.
okay, let me give you another example. When I worked at the jail, okay, America is comprised of several different groups, correct?
Well,
Whether
you
you're
can make a
white,
difference.
black, brown, yellow. When
You,
you say
you
yellow,
attain
I'm,
to your group.
doing
I
that.
mean,
but wait a minute, hang on. Hang on. Let's go with this step by step. As an American,
Hey,
we are
Carson,
made up
boss.
of a group.
No.
We are a country full of immigrants, are we
Yes.
not?
yeah, we're all immigrants.
Okay,
we're
hang
all
on, hang on. Wait a minute.
Not.
Hang on. Yes or no? Let's go with these. Yes or no? Okay.
Well, I have a lot of different people in me. You know
But
what
do
I'm
we have
saying?
we have
But that
Polish?
makes me global.
Exactly. Hang on a second. Let me get back to what I'm saying. We
I
have
have no
Polish, right?
history.
I'm just going to name off names. Groups. We have Polish here.
Hey,
We have
Ryan,
Irish. We have Italian.
Get some more small
have-
sticks, dude.
We have, Mark, we have so many groups here, do we not, right? We have all over the world that comprise the American
Over here.
group.
I
As
lost
an
the
American, we have immigrants from every country in
It's
the
right
world,
over there, dude. I'm sure
Right?
you'll find it.
right?
What?
We have in America, we have people from every ethnicity everywhere. Okay?
Yep.
But we, in America,
I bet I
divide
know where
it
it's at.
where you are Latino or African American or what have you.
Yeah, but like,
Wait, hang on. Let me finish.
let
You
me
get-
say something. Why are you saying we divide ourselves? I don't know why I do that necessarily as an American.
This thing.
You may not.
No, I do. I do. I know the categories of people, and I know and kind of get a little prejudice back and forth
Only because I was a server. And when you're a server and you're serving people fucking food and drinks and they tip you shitty, you judge them. That's just
Sure.
how it is.
Exactly, but you know what they call a
You
black
judge people every day.
Exactly, but you know what they call a
Every
black
day.
person? You know what they call a black person in England? He's English. When I worked at the jail, and I worked there from '93 to 2001, 7.5 years. Okay, I would hear
Hey,
Latino.
where's my flash? Where's my light at?
Here.
I'd hear Latino. I'd hear white. I'd hear black. You know, in Cuba,
Okay, watch this.
they have black, brown, white. They have Asian-looking Cubans.
Is that retarded or what?
Okay,
Yeah,
You know
I
what they
don't know
call
how the fuck
themselves?
you can do that.
Cuban. Period. It doesn't matter their color. Only in the United States do we say African American. Do we say Latino? Do we say
Okay, I agree with you
I'm
on
a
that point.
Danish American, so shut up.
Whatever, white boy.
I am a Danish American, and that's what I consider myself. And don't you tell me that I'm nothing else
but
other than a Danish American.
Nah.
But
we
what
don't
I'm
do
going to
that.
is
we're
when I say-
Americans. We're Americans.
you were going your
I know, it's
original question,
retarded.
Mark.
Man.
Your original question was about the oppression and the segregation and stuff like that.
Can you get some
And I'm
bucket
sorry,
size?
but I think we do it to ourselves when we coin the term
This is only stuff
African American.
We
I
only
agree
use
with you.
this stuff
We
when
are
we
then
start the fire.
we are taking us back
So
60
once it's
years ago
this
into the
hot,
50s when we
wanna get
when we
these
had
bigger ones.
the
Okay.
NAACP.
Can you grab
Now,
one
here's
about,
something else
like,
to think
this
about.
big or this big?
Colored.
Yeah, here.
Here's
No,
colored.
no,
Wait a minute, hang
you're
on,
right.
hang on,
I got it right
hang
here.
on. Hey, Tim,
Fred.
hang on. Did you know black? Do you know what the actual the I don't remember what as
Well,
a scientific thing. Do you know what the definition of black as a color is? Black
Damn,
is the
oh, we
absence
piled a
of
bunch stuff
color.
on there. See those ones
Black
that you
is
cut
the
with a saw?
absence of color. So when we say
These ones?
refer to the Africans or Black Americans or whatever as
Just yank on it.
people of color, they're actually absent of
Yeah.
color.
Well, no,
White people are then
Get
colored.
about 2 of
But
those.
but see what I'm saying is
if you
by
could.
by doing that, instead of saying I'm an American, period, we have created a bigger segregation. We have gone
Toss them on there.
backwards in the last 20 years than what we did 40 years ago
Here, stir
in
it
the
up.
80s, in the 70s and 80s.
Get those new logs.
Did you
up
think
on
of?
there.
Would you
Like
have
that
ever
one.
thought of Jimi Hendrix as an African American being entered into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? Hell no. He was an American. He was an American. And so, as far as the oppression aspect goes,
There we go.
you
Don't touch it.
are
It's not that hot.
okay. I'm gonna go back another. I'm gonna take another route.
So that's the
As
stove
my
stick.
grandmother used to say, because she only got as far as the 6th grade. Okay, and her thing was, it doesn't matter who you are, where you grew up, how you were raised. It's how you present yourself.
So
And
that's
if you
been
go
down
to a
here
job
about
in, she would
5
tell me, if you
years.
go to a job
It used to
interview
be about as
and
tall
you want to
as-
sound like an uneducated idiot, they're gonna
was
look
it
at you as
like
an
this big stick?
uneducated idiot.
You just sit back and go,
If you go in there
and it
and
just
speak
It just keeps the brain
like you
down.
are
and it's almost
intelligent,
done.
they're gonna look at you as intelligent.
So that's about.
Okay, so when you start
that's
thinking
a
about
lot of fire stokes.
But
But-
you know what? I'm trying to
this
break
place
the
has a lot
barrier,
of
dude.
history.
I'm trying to be like, guess what? I got skate shoes on, but I have a doctorate
we've got a-
degree, and
flag
you ain't gonna
Exactly.
tell me anything
put
that
the
I
flag
don't
up.
know, and I'll tell you something new.
It's not up.
Exactly.
And, okay, well,
But
you
here's
know
the
what?
thing.
You're right. You're right.
We're
What
pretty
about
patriotic people.
what about your daughter? Talking about
It's a good
the
place.
football guy,
Kaepernick,
and he's doing some things that are like free speech. That's free speech.
it is free speech.
Okay,
Mark.
okay.
That was
I don't,
awesome.
I would say it's slightly disrespectful
killed
from
that.
where he comes from and where he's grown up. He's always put his heart to the flag until that day when he felt like his people were oppressed, and I think
But-
that's a good
but-
statement.
but
I think
hang
it's a
on.
good statement.
But hang on, wait a minute. But let me stop you on that part. Who are
Oh,
his people?
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing, though.
Who are his people?
Well,
You
what,
said-
what do you claim?
You said,
What do you
Nice.
claim?
You said who are his people?
What do you claim?
Look at
You
that
know,
flame you
Maybe you
just
claim
got
one
off.
thing one minute
Okay,
and
but
another.
see-
Maybe you're representing.
But see, here's that thing.
Maybe you're
Mark,
representing.
how do you segregate in that regards? Okay, he is
What?
his.
Well, he could have
Wait a
done it like this.
Awesome,
He could
huh?
have spun the web like this. Like, oh,
Asian people, they're getting shot out of their cars because they're such shitty drivers, you know?